Body Cam is a supernatural cop drama that focuses on police brutality and has a heavy social commentary. Directed by Malik Vitthal and starring Mary J. Blige and Nat Wolff, the story follows Renee, who's played by Mary J. Blige. She's a veteran police officer and she's coming back to work after taking some time off after the drowning death of her son. On her first shift back, she gets partnered with a rookie cop named Danny, played by Nat Wolff. They respond to a crime scene that has their fellow officer dead, and from there, Renee and Danny start to do their own investigation into who is murdering these cops. On paper, Body Cam sounds like a really interesting idea for a film. Despite a strong first act, the film devolves into a predictable paint-by-numbers police procedural with horror elements. But that's not to say that there aren't things to like about this film. The strongest being the cast. I thought Mary J. Blige was really good in this film. She did kind of come off a little stiff, but I feel like that was the direction that she was given. I like Nat Wolff, he definitely seemed like the rookie cop, and the supporting cast, they did a really good job. They never really felt like they were out of place, they all seemed like they knew each other, they all seemed tight, and they did a good job of hiding their intentions, these individual police officers. The kills and gore are pretty good in this film, especially the scene in the convenience store. That's the highlight of the film. Unfortunately, that's where my positives end. The biggest issue is the film's storyline and its overall pacing. As I said at the beginning of this review, the film starts out strong. We see this officer get thrown around by this unseen force, and it's a pretty well done scene. We also get a bit more backstory on who Renee is and what happened to her, and we also hear about an altercation that she had with the public where she slapped some guy for calling her a racial slur. The video went viral, but we actually never see the video and we never really see the fallout from that. It's one of those things that's kind of dropped in but never really addressed again. And right after that, we get into the scene that takes place inside of the convenience store, which is my favorite scene in the entire film. From that point, we just get into your typical police procedural. If you've seen any police procedural drama, you've seen this film before. Also, from the horror standpoint, this film is not scary whatsoever. Yes, it has some good gore and good kills, but when it comes to the actual scare department or actually making you feel creeped out, it doesn't really work. The supernatural element also feels like an afterthought, which is unfortunate. There was so much opportunity to do something really creative and different with this film. What I kept thinking of while I was watching Body Cam was the first segment in Tales from the Hood. Body Cam is by no means a terrible film. It's definitely not the worst horror film of 2020, which is why I'm going to give Body Cam a very low weekend rental. If you see it on Netflix or on Prime Video and you're bored, give it a watch, but otherwise, I wouldn't run out to go and watch this movie. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'll see you guys in the next video.